Hi, boys and girls. I'm so excited to be talking to you right now. And even though I can't see you, I'm trying to picture all of you in my mind. And so I want to shout out to all my kindergartners, my first graders, my second graders, my third graders, my fourth graders. I hope you all are doing well and staying healthy. And I know it seems a little bit different because I'm just sitting on my couch in my home talking to a phone by myself. So it's definitely a little bit different, but hopefully we could read together and enjoy some videos together in the next couple weeks. So hopefully by now you're getting used to this different type of learning too. And I know you probably had a lot of screen time and you're doing your homework and doing video games. But I also hope that you've been reading some books, because I know Mrs. Agrodali has been reading a lot of books. I brought home a lot of books that we got from our book fair, and I've read 5 of them already, and hopefully I could be talking to some of you about some of those books and maybe be reading a few of them to you as well. I've also been doing a lot of cleaning, and I've actually heard from a few of your parents saying that you've been cleaning too. And some of you have found some library books, so I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about getting back to school and getting all your library books and seeing you. But until we could do that, we have our videos, which is still also very fun to do. So today I am going to read a book to you that I did get from the book fair, and it's called I Am Love. And I chose this book because I just thought this was a good book to read because of what we're going through right now, and we're kind of all in this together. And maybe since we've been going through this, you may be feeling a little bit bored, or maybe you've been feeling lonely or sad or scared. I know I have felt all those things in the last couple of weeks, and so this book just talks a little bit about love and loving each other. And so I'm going to read a little bit about what the book's about first before I start reading it. And it says, love is everywhere. It is inside of us and all around us. And there are so many ways it can be shared and expressed. But sometimes things happen in life. And that's what I'm talking about, like just things like this are happening in life now. And these things may make us feel afraid or sad or frightened and helpless. And our ability to find that love can get lost. So this book shows us many ways that love exists, and once we listen to our hearts and find the love within ourselves, we can share it with the world and find a connection with others. So the author of this book is called Susan Verde, and she's a kids yoga and mindfulness teacher. So when we're done with the book, she has 3 heart-opening yoga poses that she has in the back of the book that I want to show you that you could do at home. And if you can't see them that well, you could probably go online and get some of these poses too and do them. And then we also have a heart meditation at the end of the book that I will be doing with you as well. So on the first page, this is a dedication page. Usually in all books there's a dedication page where the author dedicates the book to somebody. And the author is saying, this book is my love letter to the world, as each one of us is worthy of love in all its forms and expressions. And we are all capable of adding light to the world when we listen to our hearts and choose love. Love SV. To my mother, Hazel Reynolds, the Queen of Love. When I see someone going through a storm, and what they're talking about is when we go through storms, it may be different times in our life when we may experience something that makes us sad, of hurt and unfairness, of anger and sadness. When the sun disappears and the skies grow dark. And I see that there is fear. I ask myself, what could I do to help the light back in? I put my hands on my heart and listen, and that is where I find the answer. I have compassion. I act with tenderness. So when we have compassion for one another, when somebody is going through something sad, It means that we understand what they're going through and we empathize with them. And Mr. Galbraith talks about that a lot too. I am love. I can listen and not say a word. I can be there because love is just being present. And sometimes when we're going through something sad, we just want somebody there with us. And sometimes all you could do is listen. Just doing that shows that you love. I could hug and hold and say everything will be all right. Love is comfort. I can speak softly and choose my words and actions carefully. Love is gentle. And I know I can't wait to hug you, but right now you could hug your family, you could hug people in your house, you could hug your pets. So that's always something that can make us feel better. I can give thanks for all that I have and able to share. Love is gratitude. I can keep my mind and body safe and healthy. Love is taking care of me. And that's so true. We have so much that we could be thankful for. And we need to take care of our bodies too. I seen that Mr. Kavak put out a link so you could do some exercises. So hopefully you're getting outside and doing some exercising at home and taking care of yourself. I could express what's important to me because love is creative. I know that no one is perfect and love is understanding. And we could be so creative now. We could do art projects and cook with our family. There's so many things that we could do right now at home. I can do my best to make things better when something is wrong. Love is effort. I can celebrate those I've loved before. Love is remembering. So sometimes if we lose a pet or a family member and we're sad that they're gone, we could just think about their memory, and that makes us feel better. I can find goodness in a kind word, a helping hand, or a shared smile. Love is those tiny gestures. I can breathe in the air that the whole world shares and know all creatures are made from the very same stardust. Love is connection. So that's so true. We could do so much for people when we're feeling sad. We could say a kind word, we can make cookies, we could make a card, we could draw a picture. There's so many nice things that we could do. When the clouds roll in for others and me, I know now that there is something I could do. I could let my heart lead the way. I am love. You are love. We are love. And with love, we will weather the storm and light up the sky together. And that's so true. Just like I said, we're in this together. So these are some heart-opening yoga poses, and the first one is a fish pose, and you lay on your back with your elbows on the ground like that, and you reach your head to the sky, and you take in a big, deep breath and let it out. And you do that several times. This one's called a cobra pose because this is like what cobras look like when they're reaching their head up. So you're going to put your hands flat on the ground, and you're going to reach your head up to the sky, and you're going to breathe in deeply and let it out. And then this is called a cow pose. You're going to sit in a chair, and you're going to sit really straight up and put your arms back and reach your chest up to the sky and your head up to the sky, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to breathe in, and you're going to breathe out. And these are great poses and yoga exercises that you could do that could relax you, like after a hard day of doing all your schoolwork or a hard day of playing. And then the next thing we're going to do is called a heart meditation. So the first thing you need to do is find a comfortable seat. So I think I'm going to take a seat on the floor. So maybe you have a comfortable place you could sit, and you're going to place your hands on your heart. And actually just doing this makes you feel so much better. You're going to close your eyes, or you could just look down, and you're going to begin to breathe slowly in through your nose. So directing your breath to your heart. Imagine with each breath that you are lighting up your heart with a warm, bright light. Notice how your heart feels. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. As you continue to breathe, bring to mind a moment when you felt completely loved and safe and happy. It could be a time that you shared with a parent, a pet, a teacher, a friend, or a kind gesture that somebody did for you, or a word that somebody said to you that made you feel happy at that moment. Notice how your heart feels and let that feeling travel through your whole body. Holding on to that feeling, breathe in and think, I am love. Then when you breathe out, think, I can give love. Imagine the warmth and light in your heart connecting you to others and to the world. Do this for a few rounds of breath, then slowly open your eyes and notice how you feel. So you do this for a few times. You breathe in and out. In and out. While you're thinking of that time that made you so happy. The more we do these practices, the easier it becomes to connect our hearts and to find love, even when we go through bad times like this. So right now, I'm sending you all my love and all my light, and hoping that you have a good weekend until we meet again in my next video. Bye.